If you look around any college campus, you'll see construction. Tons and tons of it. The physical structures and buildings at a place like Penn State are always being reinforced, redesigned, and updated to make room for state-of-the-art facilities. We destroy physical structures when they no longer meet the needs of the students who fill them. But what happens when our educational structures need updating? If you look at the way learning takes place on a college campus, most of our classrooms still function the same way they did 40 years ago. Education is largely viewed as a passive, one-way transaction, which makes things about memorization. If we think of education on a spectrum, from passive to active participation, the most passive thing would be sitting silently in a lecture, digesting information. But what would be on the other end? Well, it would have to be something revolutionary, something that flips the script entirely. That idea is students can teach. Specifically, I'm talking about student-led courses, official, credit-bearing courses that are designed and taught by undergraduate students. Student-led courses are a bold idea, but they've also been an incredibly successful one. What initially started as an experiment at UC Berkeley during the free speech movement of the 1960s has since spread nationwide. Stanford, the University of Virginia, Swarthmore, Carnegie Mellon, and even fellow Big Ten schools like the University of Maryland. These are just some of the dozens of colleges and universities that have tasted and seen the benefits of giving students more agency in the classroom. When I first heard about this concept in 2019, I looked around Penn State to see if we had anything like this. Surprisingly, we didn't. So I decided to build it. At the beginning of 2020, my friend Josie and I launched Students Teaching Students, or STS for short. I'm here today to tell you the story of STS. But this story is not about me, and it's not about Josie, and it's not even about our organization. Rather, the story of student-led education is about you, the students. Our mission is simple: to empower and equip Penn State undergraduates to build the courses that they want to see under the guidance of a faculty champion. Now, in our third semester, we're so excited that a total of 21 students have now created and taught 16 different courses, each electives ranging from 1 to 3 credits. That's over 200 students who have learned from a student instructor here on campus. But exactly how does all of this work? Well, it all starts with an idea. The most amazing part of our program is that student-led courses are as diverse as the students who teach them. Take Camilla Cepeda, for example. Camilla is a senior studying international affairs here at University Park. But she's also an international student from Colombia. When she saw that TV shows like Narcos weren't accurately portraying life in her home country, she had an idea. Camilla decided to design a course that explored the true impact the drug cartels have had on communities in Latin America. This became Penn State's first ever course about drug cartels in Latin America. After having an idea, students will go through our application process, which asks them to craft a syllabus, find a faculty champion, and interview with our program. Next, our job as STS is to support student instructors every step of the way. We created a system that we call support squads. Each squad consists of a student's faculty champion who sponsors their course, an instructional consultant who equips them with the tools to teach, and a student advocate from our STS team who helps them fit all the pieces together. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, really? Students teaching courses? Are they even qualified to do that? Well, I would argue that students are actually uniquely qualified. At a place like Penn State, students apply their knowledge, experience, and passions every single day in amazing ways. Students raise millions of dollars every year to combat pediatric cancer. Students conduct award-winning research that saves lives. Students win national championships, some even going on to become Olympians. Students are helping patients as nurses, writing musicals about consent, and managing multi-million-dollar hedge funds. But when it comes to the classroom, we've bought into the narrative that students are only capable of passively digesting information and never sharing it. Our hesitation to give them more agency often stems from never seeing what that might actually look like. In fact, our team wondered that too. When we first launched STS and asked ourselves, we thought, what will happen when students start creating their own courses? What happens when the consumers of education become its producers? And what we've seen has been incredible. We see students building courses to fill gaps in the existing curriculum. Students like Daniel Zahn, a triple major and current student at Stanford Law, saw his peers struggling to find affordable ways to prep for the LSAT, the entrance exam for law school. Through students teaching students, he used his mastery of the exam to create an LSAT prep course for dozens of students. The results? Every student saw their score improve, and by an average of 9 points, on par with prep courses that would have cost students hundreds of dollars outside of Penn State. We see student instructors approaching the classroom with empathy. Take co-instructors Maddie Mitchell and Nora Van Horn, for example. Both strong advocates for sustainability, Maddie and Nora are using grading contracts in an innovative method to meet students where they're at. Grading contracts serve as an agreement between instructor and student, setting the bare minimum, but then allowing students to choose ways they want to participate. This has helped reframe participation, empowering more introverted students to demonstrate mastery in creative ways. We also see student instructors utilizing courses as a vehicle for combating injustice. Lyra Stubbs is a senior who created a course called The Miseducation and Underrepresentation of the Big Black Woman. Lyra's course combines personal experience with everyday examples to help surface the under-discussed intersection of size, race, and discrimination. Students are our future, but they're also our present. When you give students more freedom, I guarantee you that they'll surprise you. With student-led courses, everybody wins. Students enrolled in STS courses get to learn about exciting, niche topics from passionate instructors in a small classroom setting. Student instructors experience the pinnacle of student engagement, becoming experts in their subject matter and becoming transformed in the process. Finally, student-led courses give Penn State the unique opportunity to deepen collaboration between faculty and students while filling gaps between existing courses. In closing, I'd like to return to this idea of construction happening on campus. Right now, we are entering into a new era of building. This new construction site will and must look different than those of the past, because this work can't be done with outside contractors. No, we, the students of Penn State, will be getting our hands dirty. We will be the architects designing an education we want to experience. The state of state is changing, one class at a time. And right now, the future of state is up to us, more than it ever has been. Thank you.